That was a historic marker back there. I'm going to stop at that. So I think you have to drive up next to them in order for it to be ticked off. There is an achievement for discovering historic markers, I believe. Yep, there we go. Avid Historian, 3 out of 30. I will have driven really fast past most of these and therefore missed them. So I am trying to keep a bit of an eye out, and if I see one, to at least swerve past it. I guess that's all I'd have to do, is just like swerve. But it's nice to stop and actually read them. I don't know where they are though, they're not marked on the map, so you kind of have to look for just a little, there's like a tiny bit off the side of the road that is different. So I guess you'd have to look for those. Oh, actually it was probably not discovered with the main road too, because it's probably how they identify whether or not you visited it. So that's probably what you have to look for. Okay, before we get to the intersection, let's look for jobs. See what's available now. So, you know, it might influence which way we go. Yes, now we've got more to San Antonio again, if we wish. I was still hoping for one on the left-hand side to give me more excuse to go that way, but then Houston, Lufkin, Dallas. Yeah, now it starts to get silly. Yeah. Well, either one of those, I can push left and go through Laredo, and it's kind of fine. Like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't add that much to the distance, really. They're both otherwise exactly the same, so let's go for that. Be right back, need to write a patent. Brilliant. Wish they would release an Oceania truck sim. Want to almost die in the outback or crash into your house. My house would be nowhere near any road that would be put into the game.
You've got the contract.
They wouldn't even visit the city that I live in, because the main motorway goes like 20 k's to the east of the city, so you wouldn't get anywhere near my house.
Go straight.
I was legitimately exploring how to do map mods at one point for this game, because I was genuinely going to... Can I skip across? Don't mind me. I was genuinely looking to make a map mod that would be... like, you'd take a ferry from... I think I was doing it in ETS2, so you'd take it from, like, Southampton in the UK, or Amsterdam or something. I mean, once you've got the ferry spot defined, then you can put multiple ones to go there. Just gonna discover this place. And yeah, with the idea of making at the very least like Auckland, and it's just like working on it slowly over time, and just at least having a separate little map area that you would travel to. And ideally as a sort of, yeah, side project, just work on it bit by bit. Slowly expand it. Like, your first thing would simply be you'd just have the ferry terminal, and that would be the port, like the port of Auckland. Then just work out a little bit of the waterfront at least. Start to work on the main road, maybe have a depot that represents like the inland container port. At the very least, just getting a little bit of the geography right. I didn't get that far. Unsurprisingly, to the surprise of literally no one who knows anything about my habit of starting things and never finishing them. Yeah, didn't get very far with that. I managed to make a stretch of road that was about 500 meters long with 2 different terrain types, and that's as far as I got.
Turn left.
You could boot up into it. Also, it seemed like with the way that the map mod loaded up, like you loaded directly into the new area, rather than it like being an expansion mod. It was like a replacement map instead of an expansion map. So I don't know how to make that bit work. I'm sure there's stuff online about it, but yeah. I like to imagine you already know, but fun fact, if you drive off the road in Albuquerque, there's an RV with blue smoke coming out of it. A Breaking Bad reference. I did not know that. I never watched Breaking Bad. I would have no reason to know that. That's cool. I haven't been back to Albuquerque in ages. That must be something they've added in after the fact, I feel. I don't know. Was Breaking Bad a thing when New Mexico released in the first place? That was like the first expansion DLC, so that's going back a long time.
Okay.
But I know Breaking Bad's also a very old show, so... Actually, yeah, that would be well before, so it was probably there in the first place. So Breaking Bad was a thing 20 years ago, wasn't it? I don't know. We'll never clue. Like I said, never watched. 2008 to 2013. Okay. So not quite 20 years ago then. I feel slightly better about myself. That doubly explains why I've never watched it, because 2008, that's when I started work at my first job. I was not interested in watching TV. But also, not my kind of show anyway, so...
Please make a U-turn when possible.
I saw that this bit of road needed to be discovered separately. So we make a slight side trip there. Oh, we also need to sleep soon. Maybe I should have done that there. 4 hours 38. Oh, 3 hours 45. Okay, so I barely need to by the time we finish there. First decade anniversary of it going off here. People celebrate that? Or do anything like that? That's weird. People are strange. Okay, I want to go through McAllen, so let's do that and then that. So at least it's discovered. We can always buy the garage and everything. Actually, there's no garage here, so the only way to get here would have been to discover it and fast travel, or buy the garage in McAllen and drive. But anyway, that's that, and then we'll... Oh, we haven't been to the viewpoint in Laredo? Really? Huh. That's interesting. Why is it not letting me add to end like it normally does? I'm confused. It's not like letting me add to the end of my route. Okay, now it's 3. It's close enough that it wants me to go there first before going back. That's weird. Okay, whatever. How strange. Let's go that way anyway. So that's 3. Does this then become 3? It does. Good. Okay. There we go. This looks really annoying to navigate, but... but I do want to go there, so that's fine.
Rerouting.
Just thought interesting. Maybe some people did. People love that show. Yeah, it's always weird what people gravitate to.
Turn left. Keep left, and then exit left.
I mean, I feel worldwide, or like internationally, here at least, it was like the premise of the show of Breaking Bad is interesting.
Keep right, and then turn.
Because wasn't it like a dude had a terminal diagnosis but couldn't afford his care, so he turned to cooking drugs, basically, to be able to support himself or some shit? And then it just escalated from there, I guess. But that was how I understood the premise was, and that to me, I think it was basically everyone was laughing at America. It's like, wait, that's a thing? It's like, okay. Because that's just a ridiculous premise anywhere else. Can't deny the fact that the show is influential. I mean, it's referenced in a truck game. Yeah, super influential. Yeah, totally. Changed the world. Changed the world. Has a niche reference in a truck simulator game. Yeah. Super influential. It's influenced a lot of memes, I'll give you that. Beyond that, has it had any lasting influence on society at large? I doubt it. It's like The Sopranos. That was also a big thing. Probably the decade prior. And a lot of people raved over that. Never really got into it. Again, not my kind of thing. Would people try and claim it was influential? Probably. Is it? Doubt it. Depends on how you define it. Influential, does it influence people and, like, the social sphere?
Left.
Yes, because people make memes. So it has definitely influenced people in casual entertainment. Has it influenced anything in terms of the world and matters of import? No, I doubt it. Unless a show prompts some sort of like law change. Like if the success of Breaking Bad had highlighted to enough people, or oh whoops, sorry, I thought you were further away than that. If the success of Breaking Bad had highlighted to enough lawmakers in America of how broken their system was and prompted effective law change, then yes, it would be influential. I'm not sure whether or not show about how a man's toxic masculinity ripped his family and all of his loved ones apart, is it? Well, that's reading more into it than I knew about. I thought there was something about drugs in there, but wasn't meant to endorse drugs. Well, of course it's not meant to endorse it. I'd know better than to do that. But like it or not, it certainly glorified an aspect of society that
Keep right.
shouldn't really be,
Exit
but
right.
whatever.
Exit right.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if many TV shows are truly influential to the point of
Keep left.
making real
Turn left.
change to the world. There's bound to be
Turn
some.
left.
Ugh, I thought I missed that, but we just grazed. Just grazed the concrete lightly. So, McAllen is kind of a weird place, I feel. It feels not that far from Brownsville. There's a big water park over there. I'm just wondering why this city exists,
Let's
basically.
find a new route.
It looks like a lot of retired people live here. That's my feel.
Go straight. Keep
Caused
left.
Albuquerque's tourism to go up 75%. Okay, fair enough.
Turn left.
I'll happily be proved wrong on that then. I mean, well done, I guess. I guess that's one of the things of any publicity is good publicity, right? Is it the sort of show that you really want to be highlighting your city? Probably not. Will you take whatever extra tourism income you can get from people wanting to visit the locations? Absolutely. Fair do.
Go straight.
And obviously it's had influence on the lives of those who were involved, like the guy who played Jesse, I think. I feel that was... I mean, it's certainly the first thing I ever saw him in, but I'm fairly sure he then went on to bigger roles and stuff that, like, for actors involved in that sort of production, it's always good for getting their name out there, getting their face out there. Bryan Cranston didn't really need much help, I don't think. It's like a race course
Keep
or
left,
something there?
and then turn left.
Or is it just like a sports fields or something? I don't know, I still haven't quite ascertained why the city exists, but that's okay. I mean, there's a lot of cities that only oh, it's an airport. That makes sense. A lot of cities only exist because it's a case of, well, people want to live there, so... Land was cheap. So we built some houses. Aaron Paul, that's the one. Didn't go to acting school. Fair enough. Nice. He was on Top Gear at one point. I think he was in the Need for Speed movie. Which is, honestly, I quite enjoyed as a movie. I haven't seen the Gran Turismo movie, that's another one that's come out. But it feels, Gran Turismo is always more serious, whereas Need for Speed was always a bit more fun. Need for Speed just felt like it was kind of capturing almost what made Fast and Furious a good franchise in the first place. Like the original movie, the original The Fast and the Furious, I quite enjoyed. I mean, I enjoy some of the later ones as well, but they got very stupid. It became much more about let's just do stupid shit with cars than anything like relevant. Whereas the Need for Speed film felt like it was kind of capturing some of that simplicity.
Keep left.
While still being very stupid, let's be honest. But hey, dumb fun, fast cars. What more do you need? I just kind of lost interest with the whole saving the world part of Fast and Furious. It's like, you guys are not superheroes or special agents. It's just the actors living their fantasies at that point, which, I mean, fair do, you know, and it's been very popular. So I still enjoy them to an extent, but little bit silly. Generally be one to prefer kind of simpler storylines. Like, as far as being a super agent goes, I preferred Vin Diesel in Triple X as opposed to, like, Fast 8 or whatever it was recently. Water tower? Every now and then I'll see some side roads that they don't appear to have the, like, blinkers on that normally stop you traveling down them. And I do wonder how many you can actually go down.
Go straight.
Oh, we're gonna need to sleep soon. I'm also just gonna drive through here, so I don't have to worry about doing this ever again. The tricky thing is like, I know they added in a bunch of unexplored or unmarked roads. So obviously you want to explore them. But the very nature of the game is, I have a trailer that I am delivering to another place.
Get ready to turn right.
And it's expected to be delivered by a certain time.
Turn right.
So my thinking is generally not along the lines of I'm going to mess around and explore areas. I mean, obviously that's literally what I do a lot of, but I explore the marked roads. But if I'm thundering along, my mind isn't really thinking of, hey, let's go down that way. I've come across a few of them, but it's often been a case of I've identified something close to where I've done a delivery and then gone and explored. Because otherwise, your mind's not really in that zone.
Go straight.
Because there's like a Steam achievement, I was looking at them last night, for like discovering 3 unexplored roads in Montana or Wyoming or something like that. It's like, okay, I guess I have to look up where those are, because screw driving around the entire state looking for a road that I can go down that isn't on the map. And then there's a lot of roadways in towns, like there'll be a block back from the main road that you'll never get to go down. It's like, well, why can't I go there? Why can't that be an unexplored road? Gotta get going, fair enough. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Let's do the loop-the-loop. Hey, we do actually have to stop and sleep, don't we? It's like 10 to 8. It's a good time to actually stop.
Ready to turn left.
So, yeah, that actually works out quite well. Let's just park in here. Locking the other dude with just the truck cab. And sleep. And now it's dark. Oh, we're really far south, that's true. So, of course, it's going to be dark.
Turn left.
But this does allow me to highlight one of the other reasons why I really like this truck. As I almost get sideswiped by someone. I really need a turning lane there. And that is... it has lights on the outside of it. I don't know how many other trucks actually have this as a feature. Maybe it's all of them, but I first came across it on this one and love it. So, yeah. We get flashing lights. At least the trailer does have lights going down the sides, so that's a start. It really needs to have more designs on the trailer itself, but hey. It's something, right? I don't think the European one even had those. Maybe there's different laws or something. I see off to the right up here a small deviation in the road. And I wonder whether it's another historic plaque. Maybe? It is, I think. Zapata County. There we go. So that's how we can identify them. Just have to look for little bits off the side of the roads, and there's like 30 of them. And I think they're all in Texas. So we've missed most of them already, I bet. There's a ton that I've just driven straight past. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a few that I've accidentally just discovered slightly, and yeah, we'll have to come back and do again. Oh, this is an annoying road. That rest area to the side there needs to be explored separately. Well, we have to come back the other way, so we'll just have to do a U-turn around there. So many roads that we travel once. It's taken us this long just to get down here, but we have to come back again to fully explore the road. Like, we can't even get 50% on the state without double backing all the time. We also haven't gotten to Laredo yet to do all the zooming around their town area. I'm not sure how much effort to put into discovering all of the back streets, because there's a lot of them. Probably not much. Hebronville. Interesting. So there's a garage there, so I've got to come back for that at some point. And welcome to Laredo, which we have been to before, technically? Insofar as it's discovered on the map, but we've never driven through the town. We only got as far as the northern business area, or industrial area, it seems. So we're not going to get everywhere. But we'll go to the end, turn around, go to the viewpoint. Just do a loop, do like the outer loop.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Stadium down the end there.
Turn left.
I was going to pass, but I actually want to get off to the right here. And pop into the viewpoint. And it's sunrise, so it's actually quite a nice time to be looking at a viewpoint. The city of Laredo. That's a truck. There we go. That's a bit more of a city. And we're like 16 out of 25 for the achievement for viewpoints, so still a lot of work to do. Nice park in the middle. Yes, that's the motorway. Why do they always gotta give big shots of the roads? I mean, that's a cool interchange, I'll give them that. But the other one was just, yes, that was a road. Yeah, that's a cool view. Interesting stars on the left. It's like designs in the tiles that you can pretty much only appreciate from above. Nice. Well, that is Laredo, which we will have to come back to at some point to discover more of.
Keep left.
Oh, there's a series of one-way systems. Ah, okay, so...
Turn left.
Oh, this one's apparently not one-way. You know what? I'm going to go down to the next one.
Okay, let's find a new route. Keep left, and then turn left.
If anything, I would have thought it made more sense to make
Turn
this
left.
like... Oh, this is one-way. Yeah, I get it. So it splits into one-way roads, and then you have some alternating
Go
joining
straight.
roads. It's actually a really good way of doing it. Like, more places do need to do that sort of
Keep
thing.
right, and then
Don't try
turn
and have
left.
traffic going both ways all the time. Just have some one-way systems.
Turn right.
The problem is when a one-way system is not done well, and it's very easy to do it badly. World Trade Bridge, half a mile. Alright. Oh, here's the big interchange. Oh, that's the World Trade Bridge, is it? Alright. Well, I guess we'll come back for that sometime. Banging our heads on the bridges a little bit. Sorry about that. And now we just got open road pretty much back to San Antonio. That bell ringing is not helping my tinnitus. Alright, well I feel that the next 175 miles is probably not going to be very exciting. So, let's just sit back and enjoy the music for a while. Right-hand turn, 35 miles an hour. Yeah. Nah. We're good. And we're back in San Antonio. Still don't know what's up with that big observatory. No, observation tower. Yeah, you go 2 minutes without talking and can't string a word together. WW White Road?
Then exit right.
Is that a Breaking Bad reference?
Exit right. Keep left, and then turn left.
And we are here, pretty much. And also we're going past the garage, so I guess we can just buy that while we're here too. We're not quite as rich as we are in ETS2, but we're still pretty well off. We can still just buy the garages as we come across them if we so wish. An actual motel instead of just a truck stop. We don't need it, turns out. We've stopped in Laredo instead, but let's just buy that. And there's a little bit more to kind of tiki-tour around up here. But we'll just drop the trailer off first. You never know when your next delivery might be from a depot that you're gonna discover anyway. So
Turn left.
we can slice our way through there. Well, kind of. Recruitment agency up here on the right, looks like. Let that guy get a bit of distance on us.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Ugh, come on. Keep stopping too much. You know what, actually we'll leave off going into the recruitment agency, and because we've got to come back this way anyway. Unless we pick up our delivery from the place that we're going. But that doesn't usually happen. And then that means that we will be driving back here with no trailer, which will make it a little bit easier.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
What's the bidding we get now? Get a delivery back to
Keep
McAllen.
left.
We went out of our way to go through there on the way up. Bet we now get a delivery there.
We're here.
I mean, if we do, I'll probably take it, to be honest. Let's play it safe. I'm just gonna drop it straight ahead. What I really want is a delivery to the one place we haven't been yet in Texas now. Brownsville to San Antonio, fantastic. And we're up to 12 out of 14, so that's also pretty damn good going. Alright, so what do we have available? San Antonio to San Angelo. I think that seems decent. I don't think there's any roads that we can really go on that we haven't already already been on, at least partially, but it does get us a little bit closer to Fort Stockton, and that's the last place we want to go to. The tricky thing is, if we go from Fort Stockton, I don't know what, like, long delivery we're likely to get as our final run. But hey, we'll cross that bridge if we come to
Let's
it.
go.
I mean, I'm still not likely to actually get where I want to go. Let's be honest, game just doesn't do that to me. But at the very least, we can just go between the saints for now.
Turn left. Keep right.
Stop by the recruitment agency on the way through to tick that off.
Turn right.
Because it's a lot quicker and easier to just poke my nose in here
I'll find a new route.
and back out again when I don't have a trailer attached.
Turn left. Keep left, and then turn left.
And sure enough, the idea of not going around all of here and discovering the depots paid off because, yeah, sure enough, we're actually going to be picking up from one of them. We can stick our nose into this one on our way past.
Turn right.
Just to tick that off on the map. There's still going to be the other road that we don't go down. That's kind of awkward.
Get ready to turn right.
So we either go down the small road.
You have arrived.
Oh, it's like the back entrance. It's not even a road going through it. It's a back way. So that's interesting. I'm just going to drive all the way to the other end. Yeah, this isn't even like road. It's weird. Like this whole thing should just be shown as the depot. It's not even like a rest stop. Sometimes there'll be a little rest area attached to a depot. Not even that. Okay, well, hopefully that's covered that off entirely, and now we can just take the delivery, go out this exit, and we're done for this part of the city.
Get on with it.
Get on with it. Yeah, yeah. They've got to connect the trailer. Leave me alone. We can poke our nose into the motel on the way. Kind of weird having a motel right opposite where the garage is, because you can sleep at your garage. So you never need to go to the motel.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
Don't have to wait too long at least. Gotta wait till the armor's fully up. There we go.
Turn right.
Resist the urge to drive down the railway track. We should actually check the route guidance as well. I want to make sure that I'm maximizing roads that I've not travelled before. There might be a variation that we do.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Internet and Wi-Fi. Wow. Daily and weekly rates. How about hourly? Not that kind of motel? Waffletopia, now you're talking. Okay. Now I want waffles. So what do we got? Okay, getting on there, haven't done that before, doing all this. We're kind of going the other direction to what we already have a lot of the way. We can go up and over there. We'll still miss out the other bits, but that's fine. Okay, rest area we've got to do some other time. Whatever. Intersection. Ooh, can't do much about this. We can do that, to be fair. So we may as well. And then just go straight through there. And then we're turning off here anyway. Oh, cool. The 83 we've not been on at all, and it's taken me that way. Ah, excellent. It knows what we're about. Fantastic.
Pedal to the metal, man.
Indeed.
Keep right, and then turn right.
We kind of like cutting
Turn
corners
right.
at this point, but we haven't discovered this road, so we should stay on it for as long as we can. Because knowing me, I'd cut through and then miss a bit.
Exit left.
Oof. Sounds so demanding on that one. Right. Hitting the road. Cruise control, 65. 280 miles to go. Hopefully we'll get a bit more varied terrain as we travel. And hopefully we get a delivery to Fort Stockton after this. I guess from Fort Stockton we could do like delivery from fort to fort would be kind of cool if we got one to like Fort Collins. But we'll be at the mercy of what the game wants us to do anyway. Or lets us do, more to the point. Which is usually not what we want to do. But hey, so long as we get the chance to discover some more roads, that's what really matters for us. See if we can get Texas to like 40% would be nice. I think we're at like 35% or something exploration for Texas. Something pretty abysmal.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Keep right.
Basically doing a lap of the city.
Keep
There's a helicopter. That's
then
cool.
Turn right. Turn right.
Turn right? Oh, okay, yeah. Otherwise you end up in Austin again. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did pay attention. Oh, Children's Hospital of San Antonio. Interesting. So that helicopter would have been like the rescue helicopters that I've seen out the Starship Hospital window in Auckland before. We have some time lapses of those, or slow-mos.
Right. Exit right. Keep left, then continue straight.
So we'll cover off this bit. Not going to do the
Go
bit
straight.
all the way through and around, but
Keep left.
next time we come
Left.
south along this road, we can just divert and get the rest of that one. And now we can do a bit of a higher angle, because hopefully we don't have to worry about so many overbridges that we'll be knocking our heads on. I do like the wildflowers amongst the trees. It's a nice touch. We do have the like vegetation turned up to full, I think, otherwise it probably wouldn't appear. Rest area, next right. Vending machines. Wow. It's not like Japan where you just take for granted that there's vending machines literally everywhere. So it's notable. So some little like barbecue areas as well. That's a nice little rest area. Maybe another time. We have to go across the other way as well at some point. In fact, we have to come south anyway. can probably cross over the road there. Ah, there is a fence hiding in the grass. There is actually a little median. But it just stopped at this point, so it would maybe be possible to do a little loop around so you can discover both sides. But there's the exit up here anyway, like you've got to go both directions on this road still. That's the thing, is it's not just that a lot of the time with these split roads that you have to go both directions at least once to discover the whole road. With all of the different intersection areas, you pretty much have to travel every road at least 4 times, like twice in each direction, in order to discover it fully. That's where it's a bit of a pain. And we're now knocking ahead again. Interesting sort of like scrub sort of terrain through here. Imagine it's quite a dry climate. I was literally just thinking it reminds me of some of the parts in Forza Horizon 5, which is set in Mexico. It's like, yeah, well, we're not far from Mexico, are we? So that actually makes perfect sense. Rather rocky terrain underneath a thin layer of dirt.
Keep right, and then exit right.
It's like shallow-rooted brush.
Exit right.
So this was going to be a little awkward, because we're going to go exit and then immediately turn left. And hope no one comes screaming along.
Keep left.
Basically just reduces the amount of that intersection we have to do in future. There's a depot up here from Junction that we're going to have to do, so I guess we can come back and do those sorts of bits at the same time. We've done the up and over already. 2 depots out there actually. That increases the chance of getting a quick job. Kind of tempted, and actually I think what I might do... do I care? I don't know. So we've got to do the road off to the right up here anyway.
And then exit right.
But I feel I might drive straight through and then turn around and go up the on-ramp instead. Down the on-ramp instead. So it's going to recompute something completely bizarre now. It's actually not changed that much. That's funny. Simply because I want to discover the bit that goes over. And now we just block the whole road, basically. Oh, we want to go up to this bit right at the end here, actually. And then turn around and go the other way. So let's just be a nuisance to traffic. Thanks, dude. You could have braked. But no, I thought sticking my nose into traffic would be enough to get you to stop. Apparently not. How dare you not anticipate that I'm going to want to drive down the on-ramp? Don't you know who I am? Gonna need to fill up on fuel actually soon. Just means that's one less part of that intersection that I have to care about. I have to do on and off ramps the other side, which is kind of awkward.
Rerouting. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
It's actually not much difference in terms of distance. But we specifically want to take this way because it's all like a Unexplored back road. This is the 83 that it put us on. I'm kind of surprised that it actually directed us this way, because when I started going straight ahead like that, it seemed like it was shorter. So, yeah, interesting. Must have been a really close breakpoint or something. Oh, maybe the speed limit up here is... No, surely it's not faster. It's a back road, so the speed limit's not going to be as good as on the motorway, surely. Picnic area, 1 mile. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's off to the side. I mean, we don't really want to have to do this again. So we'll go down and around.
Okay.
I should have gone straight ahead and then gone the wrong way around here, I guess, but going the wrong way is a bit awkward. I was kind of hoping it would be another historic area.
Recomputing.
Now we want to go backtracking, because we want to have this bit discovered as well without us going, like, having to come back this way. Because this is a road that ideally we only travel once.
Rerouting. Okay, let's find a new route.
Alright. So for a lot of the time you do actually want to kind of go past and then loop around and then come out onto the main road again. But either way it's kind of awkward. And if you're going the wrong way through the rest area, there's often a lot less room to move if there's someone else coming the other way. Whereas at least this way, there was a shoulder that we could use. So... Ah, okay, the road splits up here anyway, so we're gonna have to come back. Never mind. I could have just left it. Turns out, could have just left it, because up here, it's a split road. Looks like they're extending it on as a expressway as well. Once again, kind of calls into question of, when you're developing this game, if you know that the road is expected to become a dual carriageway, like there is roadworks to expand it, why not just have it in the game in its future state? It's like, this is how the road is going to be when they finish it. I kind of like that idea. But then I guess in a future update you can have, like, expanded the 83 to be dual carriageway, now that that's like that in real life, you know. We present it as an update to the game in reflection of how the real world's changed, and then it kind of encourages people to come back to the area. That bit that I've just discovered will no longer be discovered, or there'll be an extra bit that I have to discover, so it's like, it means that there's not much point going back yet, because it's going to change. It might change. It's like a boardwalk off to the left there. So then it's almost a disincentive to explore the rest of that road. Also, they're going to make it like dual carriageway back there, but then up here it's single lane again. So what's the point? Mention a historic marker in 1 mile. I missed whether it was on the left or right. Is it wait, is that it right there? Yeah, historic marker. There's not even a pull-in area, it's just a shoulder. Seriously. San Clemente Mission, the first mission known to have been established in Texas east of the Paces River. So you can barely get close enough to read the damn thing. It's a hastily built two-room structure on a hill about 17 miles south of present Bollinger. Okay. One of the first back in 1684 in Texas. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, I guess that puts paid to the idea of the historical markers can be identified by a little bit on the side of the road, because that one didn't have a bit on the side of the road. Whereas up here there is a bit on the side of the road, and I suspect there's nothing there. Yeah. Random pull-in area with nothing there. Why didn't you have the historical marker there instead? Never mind. Moving on. I guess that's a question for the state of Texas. That's the Colorado River. Well, well, well. What do you know? Is it the Colorado River?
And then turn left.
I thought the Colorado River went out into the Gulf of Mexico. Not the Gulf of Mexico, is it? No, the one by the peninsula. I didn't think it came all the way this way. I'm gonna have to look at a map now.
Go straight.
Unless it starts here and then goes from here through the Grand Canyon. Surely not. That's a long damn way. More likely there's multiple Colorado rivers. Well, we're going to learn some geography after this. I encourage everyone watching this in the comments to go and research the Colorado River. Because I'm not doing it right now, which means that I'm not going to educate you. Maybe I'll put something in the description. If I remember. Unlikely. Bryant Boulevard. Back in San Angelo.
Right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight.
Okay, so which delivery is this going to be? Is this going to be... I've completely lost track whether this is going to be like the second to last or the last delivery.
Turn right.
It's not the last delivery, but is it the second to last? In which case the next one we're going to want to do is the big one. But we were also hoping to get to Fort Stockton, so...
It's all over now.
I don't know anymore. I mean, I don't expect to get to Fort Stockton. Don't drop the trailer here. I've got to ask where to deliver it first. Oops. Yeah, just drop it there. I mean, you can just do, I'm in a hurry now, skip, and basically the trailer just gets left at the entrance. Which is kind of funny. I don't care about parking it properly, but I will put it somewhere other than the main entrance. There we go. Ah, and we stopped too short. There you go. Close enough.